And we got bananas in chat from Powercord Gamer, Bill Cooper Hicks, Chasmeister Tutorials, Techstorm Adam, James Drew 27, Billman 68, Jay's on Fire Cuplex, Joe Plain Jordan, Randy Nicole 2002, and Joe Plain Jordan again with a dirt face, and then again with some regular bananas. What's up with that? Get a banana and a dirt face, do I? Welcome back to another live stream. Let's log in and hope that the world doesn't explode. Actually, I've already done this. I've already logged in and made sure that the world doesn't explode because I MC edited out some stuff. A giant tree from last time we played. Thank you for all bananas, peeps. The bananas mean that we're live. Appreciate that. I've actually got another way of sussing out when I'm live now, but it doesn't always work. Because basically you hit live and then about a minute and a half later you're actually live on Twitch, which is really quite odd. So I've got an idea for what I want to do next. I'm kind of done with Britannia. I just didn't really get this mod at all and don't know what to do with it. But I do want to finish the Britannia room. I also want to look at something else in here that I've started to get into a little bit. There should be a page for it. So welcome everyone. We're starting off with a little bit of looking in the book. I can make these things over here. They're nice and easy to make, I believe. And that is not the thing. Hey, actually, we've done that. We've done that. And that's about it. Oh, I've done that. And I've crafted... Yep. Okay. There's a portal. Does Britannia have its own dimension, peeps? Where does this portal go to? That's what I want to know. Anaconda says ROP Britannia. Indeed, RIP. This is it right here. Draconic stuff. Okay, so... if we can craft Draconic armor, we can tick off a page. We can make Draconic tools. And then it's stuff like automating wither killing. That'll be interesting. And is that all of it? Because there's a second set of Draconic armor as well. So, let's see if we have any Draconium in our system. The answer is no. But I've got a feeling I know how to do this. How to mine some. So, let me just think for a second. Let's get the Draconium mod up here on the side. Okay, so that dust is what we're after. Now, we can get that from sieving? Yes, we can. Ah. Crushed endstone, right. That wasn't how I was thinking about going... Okay, so actually the way I'm going to go about doing this, I think, will be quite interesting. Jehovna says, Draconic is a great mod and it's fun. Yeah, it kind of, to be honest, it looks like the sort of mod that doesn't particularly interest me. But now that we're in modded worlds doing all the different things, it looks quite doable. So it's become quite interesting. Anaconda says, do you think Ren will hit episode 100 on Hermitcraft 4? Oh, and Geometric says, any news on Ren? Ren is alive and well. I've spoken to him a couple of times. That's all I can tell you, though. But he'll be back with a video. Mitchcraft says, make a Draconic chicken. Is that a thing? Oh, I know what you mean. Chickens mod. Nah. I've got another way of doing this, which is what you'll see me do in my other series. We're basically doing the same thing over and over again. We're playing 3 modded worlds, but I'm learning. Each time I play, I learn. So I have an idea that I can bring to each series. So we need to kill a wither first of all. So we need soul sand and we need skulls. We need to make a soul sand farm. Okay, let's go into the nether. That's where we kill the withers. Force Master says, I wasn't sure about Draconic evolution at first, but I just worked through it and it was a ton of fun. I'm sure it will be fun. Packle Gaming says, I'm glad Ren is okay. I was worried. I was worried for a moment there as well. He didn't tell anyone that he was back, and it's been a few days, but here he is. Right. That looks like a pause on pause one to me. Wither Crumbs. Does it not tell us the name? I think we turned off the name telling bit. Also, where's my magic sword? I didn't bring my magic sword. What a derp. Okay, we'll use this thing on it. Which ain't really going to help the situation much. So I have a much better weapon for attacking this guy than this, but I left it in the other world. Sparrow says, listen, do you smell something? Sparrow? What? How would listening help me smell something? Oh. Bearded Mo says you need like 50 Nether Stars for the gear. Not for the basic level. For the basic level you need only about 5 of these things. I could do a few more while I'm here. So if we go look at the Draconic stuff, the basic armor right here is one of those, which costs 1 Nether Star, right? So 4 pieces of armor. That being said, the tools, do they also cost? Yeah, they cost a Nether Star as well. So we probably need about 8. So we just need to farm more soul sand, and I forget how we make soul sand. What is the recipe for that? The old witch water and sand to soul sand. Okay. Do you know what? It might be better to get it like through one of these things now. Anyway, let's take care of this sucker. Player there with a tea reminder. Thank you. I've got honey and lemon today. Halo 2 Freak says, all good. Anyone else know why my resubs in the past year never made a noise in his ear? Did I have to click the button at the top of the chat to resub anniversary? Text notify of my resub. Halo 2 Freak, you're not a subscriber currently on the channel. So maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. Right. Take that. We'll do a couple more. We won't have enough for a full set with this soul sand armor. We need like 1 more kill after this one. Dawn Light says, just joined, what are we doing? We're going to do some Draconic Evolution today. However, as always, it's going to mean we got to create lots of other little farms as well. I could play in this world all day. There's just so much that needs doing all the time. Joe Plain Jordan there with tea reminder. Thank you. Let's give it a 3 more minutes, and then I'll have a sip of my honey and lemon. You can get Draconic dust from the meteors in the end, says Just Jesper. Yeah, we can. That's part of my plan. That is literally part of my plan to get them from the end. It'll all make sense, peeps. It'll all make sense soon. I feel like I'm not actually hitting this guy. I guess I am now. I keep thinking this is Fullcraft, says Anaconda. I very nearly streamed Fullcraft today. Next stream I do might be a Fullcraft one. Okay, there we go. That guy's wrecked. See you later. That'll do for now. Right, the thing is, I don't have a witch water farm. I need to automate creating witch water somewhere. Guess we could use like a tank. In my mind, it could be. It could be quite simple. We just need some mycelium, which means we need seeds. Let's not get too distracted. Let's have a look and see if we've got the seeds. What are they called? Where are they? I don't think we even have the seeds to make mycelium, so we'll have to come back to that one later. Right, so we want to make the quantum quarry. We got the juice to make this thing work. I never picked up any endstone, did I not? Wow, okay. So we'll have to go to the end again, find some endstone. Where would we get that from? Because there's no... Actually, there is when you find a comet. So the other alternative is to pump some lava into a stone barrel and use glowstone. Okay. That being said, now that I think about it, we also need end rods. Okay, you have to pick them up manually. So we're going to have to take a trip to the end then, aren't we? And mine some stuff. That's fair enough. We can do that. Let's chuck all these things away. We need a bit more food. Have we got any more pork? Yes, we have. Okay, let's put the Builder's Wand away. We're going to head to the end. I don't think we need anything special. Just fly around like this. Should be good enough. Ancient spores, not seeds, says Piss. Oh, yeah. Of course. Okay. You're absolutely right. Now, oh, did we ever find a comet, I say? Okay, go home. Interesting. Did we ever find a comet, I was thinking. It's right in front of us. Am4692 says, X, this is the only stream I ever get to see. Could you think about doing a week of streams at this time for us on the other side of the pond? I couldn't do that realistically. Just don't have the time, really. You always want more time, but I'm always scrambling around to do the live streams I do and make the videos. Like, honestly, the videos that you see on my channel and the live streams that I do, that takes up a lot of my time. Yeah, I give you all I can give. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to mine some endstone like this. Oh, got to be careful. I mean, we can get some... Jeez, I think we mined loads of obsidian here. We can get some of this dust while we're here as well, but it's not... do you know what? I've got to come back to the end again. There's something... If I'd have thought ahead a little bit, there's something else quite important we could have done here. Anyway, we don't need a ton of this stuff. Probably got enough already, over a stack. Let's get a few more bits, though. Find some chunks of them all grouped together. Hey X, can you vein miner the obsidian? Says just a fan. We already vein mined it. It's gone. We did that. We've been here before. I think the bigger clusters are down there. So the next thing to do is to find an end city. So we'll fly in this direction and see if we find anything. We've got a donation here, noise in the ear. I'm also going to go into this, zoomed out a little bit. Looks like I've got something on my head. We've got a donation here from Kelly Engineering saying, I'm on business in Norway for next week. Can't wait to catch the first episode of Hermitcraft 5 in a similar time zone to yours. Will the first Hermit meetup be live streamed? It won't be live streamed. I think we've done that in the past. I think Season 3 we live streamed at the beginning. Season 4 we didn't. Season 5 we're not going to as well. It's going to be a group recording to bring in the season. But thank you for the donation and the support. Appreciate that as always. Enjoy your time in Norway. I hear the country is beautiful. If you can, go see the countryside. Yati 2003 says, X, can you become deep scale for the rest of the stream? I'm not an iscal, so I can't become a discal. A deep scale. A discal? New Necker says, Asuma, have you ever been swatted on stream before? Swatting isn't a thing that happens in the UK. That's an American thing only. It's a terrible thing. It's terrible for many reasons. And a lot of people have been getting jailed for swatting as well. Okay, so look, we can look at the map and see a couple of comets, but now what we've got to do is zip around and look for an end city. I think I might just use a mist, because this sort of stuff just takes a long time. So if we get the seed, I'm going to load up a mist and it will tell us where in the end we can go to look for an end city. It's really interesting the way end cities work though. If you use like a tool like a mist, some end cities are a roll of the dice. Okay, so if this program tells me there may or may not be a end city at this location, I'm wondering, is that based on seed then? Because this program tells you where the things are based on seed, which means it could be a roll of the dice. And if it is, it means that structures in the world wouldn't be specific to the seed. Like, you could type in a seed and you may or may not get an end city at that location, which I find interesting because not a lot else works like that. Okay, so where are we in the world? I've got one on my other screen. We're in the minuses, and what I've clicked on is also in the minuses. So if we head to, let's see, which one's changing here? Right, we want to go to about 1,500, and then we need to go to minus 900 in this direction. Hamster Miracle says, what's swatting? I almost sort of don't want to explain what swatting is, because it sort of instructs you on how to do it, but here's the thing, like, obviously I'm going to say don't do swatting, and if it's the first time you hear it and you happen to be someone who thinks, oh, that would be fun, which I'd encourage you to perhaps reflect on why it wouldn't be fun. Anyway, like, people get caught doing this, and they get caught when they try and be smart and hide behind proxies and do other tricks. What they do is they basically ring up the police in America, and they make like some sort of statement along the lines that I am in this house right here, and I have a hostage, la 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 la, you know, I have a gun. And the response of the American police force has to be to go in with a SWAT team. And this means they have to very aggressively raid the house where the threat has come from. And so the reason I think this happens is because the people who want to do this, let's call it a prank, even though it's a pretty severe thing to do, they can watch it happen on the live stream and watch the person that they're streaming get basically, you know, their house invaded at gunpoint. terrible, terrible thing. People have lost their lives over it. You know, people have been... I think the story that I read a while back, last time I looked into swatting, was that a kid who was 15, right? Just a kid, got caught doing swatting. And the judge, and in a way you might think rightly so, tried the kid as an adult instead of as a minor, and I think they got a life sentence because someone lost their life over it. It can be it's a really severe thing. If you go look it up and read about it, you'll understand why. I guess I'm trying to word what I'm saying in a way is that if there was someone here who actually thought that would be fun to do, I'd like to be able to convince them not to do that, but I don't think I attract the sort of people that would think that way. But obviously Twitch is the place where that stuff happens, right? Dragonstar says that sounds like a very severe waste of resources for a very cruel joke. It is, yeah, it's definitely a waste of resources. People can lose their lives over it though. I always try and think about what's going through the head of the person who would choose to do that. The person who would choose that, oh, this is a good idea. Hang on, let's make sure we're flying in the right direction. Okay, I'm going in the exact wrong direction. This way here. I'm lining it up so we can whiz along in that direction. We actually got what we came for. We do need to come back here again, but I don't think we need anything else, so it'd probably be smart for us just to go back to the overworld and continue on. Lady Caprinet says 15 is old enough not to know not to do things like that. I sort of agree and disagree. You see, when you're 15, I mean, everyone who's older than 15 or is currently 15 knows that there's a lot going on when you're that sort of age. There's a lot going on in your body, there's a lot going on in your life. It's like a big part of you becoming who you are, but it's also a part in your life where you can make really bad decisions. I just think someone who chooses to do something like swatting is probably in some way compensating or dealing with something else. I think if you're in the mindset where you've got to see, like, oh, what's valuable for me in my time is to ruin someone else's life, you're probably dealing with your own kind of problems, right? And I'm not saying it's right for them to then go and do this thing, but I don't believe people, like, act without cause. And I think when people do horrible things like that, it's usually because they've got their own problems going on and this is a way for them to deal with it. That may or may not make sense for you. I feel like I could explain that better, but that's just the way it's coming out my mouth right now. Let's grab some sticks. We want to make 6 of these. MJ says 15. Now that's a while ago. Oh yes, I know what you mean. It's definitely a while ago. Everyone that is older than 15 knows that they are an absolute idiot at that age, says Shadowmancer. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like simplify it to just being idiocy. It's just that kind of age, you know. I'm 14 and I think it's a stupid thing, says Realm 13. Yeah, in this, but we're talking about one singular thing. Lewis says, just tuned in and we are talking about puberty. I'm 18 years old. Not so much puberty, just that at that age, like, this probably makes more sense to people that are older, but when you're that age, you kind of look back on it and you realise just how naive you can be or whatever. Yet, it's probably one of the most important times for you being you and feeling like you're you as well. It's just an age where so much about yourself is going on inside your head. And I think you can be not very good at dealing with bad emotions. So for me, it's like someone who chooses to do swatting probably might not have like a great life, like family life at home, or perhaps has trouble at school with like other kids or something like that. It feels like in order to believe that this thing is acceptable or whatever, there's probably something else going on. I don't think someone who's like happy, content, and you know this, that, and the other then goes, oh, I'm gonna go do some swatting, you know, like. And another way of putting it is like when there's riots, like there were riots in London a few years back, right? The poor don't go out and loot and riot. Sorry, the rich don't go out and loot and riot. You don't see the rich like driving their Porsches and Ferraris down to London to smash a window and grab a telly. And that's massively telling of why people act and behave in the way that they do to me. And it's a similar thing to that. That's the way I look at it, like cause and effect, you know. Something else is going on here to make someone behave like that. Okay, so I'm going to... we need to move this reactor and I want to use it. Oh no. Oh no. We'll do that last. We'll come back to this because I'm terrible basically. So where we're going to build this is here. Oh, I got to place... Right, and now I need a single block. Oh wait, I can grab some cobble or something. There we go. As someone who is 14 and second-guess myself about that sort of thing, I tend towards being nice and accommodating, but an individual and not a naive person. I'm definitely not saying that everyone would be that way, as much as I'm just saying when someone acts in that way, I believe that there is probably a reason. You could call it empathizing in a way, but it's not that I empathise with their choice, it's just that I realise that people are a little bit more complex than I have made a horrid decision. You know, it's like, if you've made a horrid decision, there's chances that there's a lot more behind that. That's the way I look at it anyway. How's it going with Spyro, says IEvent? I think we put Spyro in a bag and forgot about him, to be fair. I think that's what happened. So now we need a chest, which will be an ender chest. It will actually be our master input ender chest, which is... So that's our recipes, because it's next to the pattern. I guess we can see our master input somewhere down here. It's blue, which is what this one is. So all our imported items go into there. So this is the chest we want to use from our quantum quarry, which I believe is actually getting juice. You're not getting juice. Why you no juice? This thing's got juice. It's got a max of 10 per tick. Find storage. That's connected to it. Maybe we need a redstone signal on it before the power actually comes in. I thought the power would go in though. You know what you also forgot? Tea, says Elderpster. Jeez, I'll drink my honey and lemon then. We'll definitely do that. Also, Halo2Freak can subscribe to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Welcome aboard. I hope you have a fantastic time with today's stream. I'm going to drink some honey and lemon now. Delicious. Gibby Cat says, Asuma seems to like the honey and lemon a lot. I drink it when I stream lately because my voice keeps dying after about 90 minutes, so it helps a little bit. Stone Rax says, Asuma, would you be nice enough to explain what that diamond block reactor does? This mod right here, Extreme Reactors, is, as far as I can tell, essentially place a bunch of blocks in a particular formation and it will generate power. You can configure it and customize it a little bit. There's like this interface. Where's my mouse? There it is. There's this interface where you can do some stuff with a rod. It's a little bit weird, but if you do this basic like shape or whatever, it will generate power, but I can't really remember what it is. Uranapis says that's a flux plug, not a flux point. So in that case, what we want is a conduit. So that means it receives energy. Oh, of course it does. No, conduit is what we're after. Okay, so, well, I've given myself one. Is one enough? Luckily, it is. Yeah, so now this thing receives power, right? Yep, and it's actually going straight away. Now, how much power are we getting? Because it can do 10,000 RF per tick. We'd like it to do 20. Also, I don't know if this thing is turned on. I believe this means it's turned on and generating power. So that power is being outputted into this capacitor, and I think that capacitor needs a bit of an upgrade so that we can give this more power. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to do is look for a biomarker. We're going to make one of those. Right, and that thing's getting cobble. We'll let it run with cobblestone for a while. Or will we? Actually, no we won't. We'll just whitelist it straight away. Tanahafa says, X, where are my deep live streams at? I've said this before, we're probably not going to do too much deep stuff anymore. Although, what we were talking about a moment ago, you might classify as deep. Major League Gangster says, I love your accent, Asuma. If you're wondering, I'm from America. Everything sounds like an accent to us. Well, that's interesting you say that, because that's what it sounds like to me when Americans talk. Actually, not so much Americans. Very used to hearing Americans. So, when you hear, like, other parts of the world, it feels like an accent. But then again, when you get used to someone, it doesn't sound like... Can I use that? Like, I don't know why Doc M popped into my head. Whenever I listen to Doc M, that's just his voice now. I don't sort of go, Doc M's got an accent. Like, it just becomes their voice, so to speak. Let's just... We don't want to craft an insane amount, in fact. Just that much, in case we ever need it again. And it's the wrong type of die! There's our first derp for today's stream. If you want to call that a derp, be my guest. Wow, now I can't remember... Hey, there we go. Sweet, we've got a biomarker, right. This is what I'm going to do in the series with Ren as well. Pick Sword Axpo says, don't read this message, but read the part that says don't read this message. What? But that's part of that message. That's confusing. You've confused me, my friend. We got another subscriber. It is Little Tidbits. I love that name. Little Tidbits, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Bam, we have now marked this biome as the end. Did you see what I did there? I marked it as the end. Let's type FTB spawn, go back to spawn. And we are kind of next to exactly where we want to be. So now we're going to mark the end. Let's see what comes into here. Right, so now we should get some Draconium as well, is the idea. Endstone and Draconium. Apparently we get Cobble in the end now. Dude, can we upgrade this thing with a speed upgrade? Always on. I guess we want to put Fortune in there. Let's go get some Fortune. Joy Mama says, X, agree or disagree? People who feel increasingly powerless will do increasingly dramatic things to feel powerful. Same argument for people who feel unnoticed, unloved, unwanted. I believe this is because it's how I felt and behaved as a teenager. It sucked. As a teenager, I think you're more likely to behave in the way that you described. I don't really agree or disagree. I think that what you said is applicable at times. Like, people do sometimes behave in that way, but sometimes people don't react, like they don't compensate directly, or they're aware of what they might compensate for and therefore don't need to. But it's something often people do, is compensate or behave in reaction to something else. Purple Dreadlocks, wow, cool name, says, I'm really happy you post the video on YouTube. I don't get notifications from you. Guys, everyone here who's listening, I post videos on YouTube when I go live. Twitch will notify you. You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Those are all the places that you can get notifications. I don't know if all of those are linked on my website, assumeavoid.com. If ever you need something from me, they might already be on a website, or a video description will have a link to my Twitter and Facebook. You know, they're in places, those things, for you to find. Sometimes not always too obvious. What did I come over here for? We need another capacitor bank. Do I want a basic one though? I think I might want... Oops. I think I might want a like a vibrant one. Do we even have that? Can I craft those? I can. Let's make 4 of them then. Right, no, we're sort of low on some materials. So the vibrant capacitor bank, basic, and then this one. Oh. Right, so can we make some double capacitors? No, we're low on stuff again. I can't be bothered to automate all of this because I've done it all in the world with Ren. Let's just make a basic capacitor then. Let's make 2 more of those. We don't even have the basic capacitors. Okay. Okay, well there's the main problem. Let's get a whole bunch of those together. Let's make 3 of them. Okay, the reason I want 3 is because 2 more should give us the 20,000, but something else is using this as well. Right. So now the max input and output is 3,000? Oh, look, this is a different basic, and that is a capacitor. Ah, okay. Oh, I see. Well, that was a waste. Did you start a new Sky Factory, says Evictony Ciez. No, this is the same Sky Factory we've been playing on for a while. Bleed Green has subscribed to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Appreciate your support. 18 stacks of iron, says MJ. Oh no, really? Just 18? No, we got 4.7 thousand. Right, so let's go back to the capacitor thing. So you can craft the next one up in one of 2 ways. This is the more expensive way, right? And then we don't have energetic alloys, and it costs 2 of them. So really, we just want to jump to that. So we need energetic alloys and crushed coal. There's our redstone, there's our glowstone. Let's get some gold. Right, and then we want these to be in alloy mode, which they are. No, I didn't want you to do that, but whatever. Let's give it 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then the other thing is to crush some coal in a sag mill. I believe we were doing that over here. And I think it might transfer the items down here, which is kind of what we don't want. Oh, here's another thing. This system has caught up, I believe. So we have some like leftover bits and bobs from doing that. No tea today, says Emoja. I do have a tea. It's a tea and it's a honey and lemon even. Mmm. Right, so what was the other thing I needed to do? Let's put those away. My brain just goes dead sometimes. I think if we type in ore, no, that's not it. Let's type in iron, because there'll definitely be some for iron. Or there isn't. Crushed? Nope. I can't remember what the bits are called. Well, one just went into there. Oh, they'll be in here. Look, there you go. Chunks. Chunk is the word I was looking for. Oh, I thought we had loads of chunk bits left over. Never mind, maybe I sorted that out another time. Anyway, the energetic alloys should be coming into the system now. That's not a lot. 3? Why has this thing stopped? It's just going slow and didn't have an animation on the front. Fair enough. Is there like a spare capacitor around here we could chuck in there? Loads of that stuff though. Let's chuck that into here. The first law says, Assume, I have a question that's been burning in my mind for ages. Why is your channel called Assume Void but your main Minecraft player is called Assumer? Why isn't your main avatar Assumer Void and your second account Assumer? Because I am Assumer, and the Void bit was just something I had to add to get the YouTube channel, because Assumer was taken. So Assumer Void is the name of the channel, I am Assumer, and my second account is called Assumer Void, since someone else might have taken it. Right, let's check on our Draconium. 121. I've got a feeling we're not actually getting Draconium dust by doing this, which is supposed to be the way you can farm it, so we might have to go the other route. What do you guys think? Doesn't look like we're getting anything. We can leave it zapping up juice though, that's not going to be a problem. So we'll make some capacitor banks, get it running faster, and then we're going to have to investigate another way of getting Draconium. By the looks of it. Okay, so we need to make these ones. And they're really expensive. Okay, there we go, one more of them. That'll speed it up a little bit. Ollie95XZ is here, resubscribing for 9 months in a row, saying twitch.assumer.resub.9month.message. Amazing. Thanks for your support as always, buddy. Where were you today, man? You're usually the first person to type a message every stream. I was waiting for it. I didn't see it, though. Wow, 28,000 RF per tick. Oh, wait a minute. Dude, that thing sucks. Okay, what am I doing? We should do this a different way. We want to put this, we want that to go here, and then it will transfer faster. It's limited by that thing. Oh, hello. Now it's running fast, so if we get any draconium, now we'll know for sure. Wow. Okay, well, we're definitely producing a lot of power there, and we guess we want to put the fortune down. We got a donation here, noise in the ear, from Respawn79 saying, last year around this time you were talking a lot about running in your streams. I always loved it when I was younger. You helped me break a 22-year smoking habit. Oh, fantastic, dude. And started taking care of myself again. You directly played a real part in my life. Respect. Dude, I'm really glad to hear that. That's awesome, man. Of course I appreciate the support, but I'm very much... Yeah, that's put a big smile on my face, man. Really glad to hear that. That's awesome. Well done on quitting smoking. And yeah, man, taking care of yourself is great. It's crazy though, because when you get into a habit of not doing exercise or doing bad habits, it just becomes the norm, and it seems like exercise and stuff isn't worth it, but it totally is. Absolutely is. But congratulations, man. Pat yourself on the back. Well done. Let's get a round of applause in chat for Respawn for quitting smoking, man. That's really impressive. Well done, dude. Yeah, so right, let's get on with this. That's cool. 2, 3. Oh no, we've got to wait a little bit longer. So, oh, actually no, we don't need another one. Why would I make... We just did that. We need to look at... Right, I got all sorts of distracted, Respawn. We need to look at Draconium. It's still 121. I don't think this is going to help. I don't think this is going to help at all. And how much longer should we keep it running for? It's getting regular ores inside the ends. This is just... The majority of cobblestone just seems to be replaced with endstone. So I think we're going to have to change the quantum quarry to do something different. Hey XO, you're addicted to Minecraft, says Zen Gene. Yeah, probably. Probably. Major League Gangster says it must be hard to quit smoking. I imagine so. Caffeine. Nicotine is very addictive. Oh, delicious honey and lemon there. Use avoid miner, says Red Sponge. I'm not sure if I've used that one. Ah, this one. Will this get draconium dust? I mean, I know this mod quite well now. Probably could do it that way. Let's go look at the other ways to get it. I mean, it didn't show us a quantum quarry up here. I just kind of assumed, or at least I've been told that actually is the deal. So we have to get the endstone, ender gravel. Oh. How do we get... Wait. I'm confused. Right. Crushed endstone. Compressed... I'm not getting this. Compressed endstone. Crushed in... Okay, so there it is. Endstone makes crushed endstone. Crushed endstone makes crushed ender gravel? Right, we've started with endstone. We hammer it. It becomes crushed endstone. So now it's showing us another way we can make crushed endstone. No, I'm looking for the uses of crushed endstone. Right, it makes compressed ender gravel. So the uses of compressed ender gravel is to sieve it. Okay, I think I get that, but maybe not. Oh. Hit it with a hammer. Always seems to work, says the first law. Always seems to work, yeah. Yeah, this system here is garbage, by the way. I just can't be bothered to rebuild all of this stuff. That being said, it's definitely like a problem. Maybe we should start rebuilding this. The problem is I probably want to rebuild it in the same spot, and I don't like the idea of it not running for a while. So... what do we even use lava for here anymore? We don't use lava to power it. That's the big deal, I guess. That is a big deal. I think for now I'm gonna put it off. I think for now we'll just build a little system for our thing. But ideally, what I'd like to do is build a bigger, better system and get everything everything that can be farmed through this system going. So we have to hammer it twice, don't we? Now that I think about it. So if we've got to do it twice, we need 2 of them, which we got. So now we're going to use exporters to export the endstone into that. That's going to crush it again into gravel. Then I believe we need a crafter to compress it, and then sieve. So let's get a crafter going. There it is. And we're short of a crafting bench. Right, so from there we're going to need some item conduits. So we export, we're going to need some cables for the exporter. We're going to export to the auto hammer, going to send it through another one, then we're going to craft it into the gravel. Now we need the sieve. Heavy sieve is what we need. And we've got another noise in my ear, although it hasn't popped up on my thing yet. I believe I missed one here from Thomas J. CZ1 says some support from the Czech Republic, Asuma. Nice to hear you again. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. That was 8 minutes ago. I'm not sure what the noise in my ear there was. Oh, sorry. I had to cough to death there. Oh dear. Oh, there it is again. Man, I'm not the only person who gets this. I've spoken to someone else. Every now and then, if you're a streamer, talk or whatever, you just get this thing in the back of your throat that makes you cough like crazy. Right, so I believe we just need one of those. Okay, so we can item filter into that. Then we need an iron mesh, which we probably have. A leftover one. Let's actually check again. So we're trying to get Draconic dust. Got the sieve over here. Iron stiffed mesh. Yeah, that's the one. We will enchant that, which reminds me, we need to make a fortune enchantment. Can I remember? Can I remember? Let's type in book. Do we have book and quill? We do. What is the fortune in this game? It's emeralds. It's emeralds. Super cheap. Okay, and we need 27 levels. That's not a problem. Sweet. Halo 2 Freak says, X, what's your opinion on not having a cell phone? I hated feeling connected to the world 100% of the time, so I stopped paying my money for a phone nearly a year ago. It's been wonderful. If I'm not at home, I don't have internet or a phone. That's interesting. I think that's great if you've chosen to do that and you feel the benefits of it. I use my phone primarily as an MP3 player, and I'm not one of these people that constantly gets their phone out. I've noticed a lot of my friends and a lot of people in general, you'll notice them constantly pull their phone out of their pocket and look at it. Like, even if you're mid-conversation, like, they'll be looking at their phone. And it's I don't know, it's like, it becomes interesting once you observe it, right? When it's not your own habit and you're watching someone else do it. But people seem to be really, like, hooked on these phones. Understandably, they give you tons of information and stuff, but it's really I think each for their own to make a call there. If someone feels like, do you know what, I spent all this time on this phone, I feel like I need a break for it, turn it off, see what happens. You know, some people might want to keep using it, some people might not, but it's good that you made a decision there, and it sounds like it worked for you, so that's good. But yeah, I'm definitely on the side of I don't really use my phone a lot, so I'm kind of like already there a little bit, I guess you could say. Right, so we need this thing to provide cobblestone. Did it have speed upgrades in it? Oh no, it had it had that attached to it, right. And that had the upgrades in. There we go, so that's what that was doing. Cat says my phone is actually off 50% of the time. I don't ever turn mine off, but Slacker says I think phones can be a great tool to start conversations. Oh, of course they can. I mean, there can be lots of things. I know what Halo is getting at there. Like, here's the thing: people like we create our own environment, right? When we create technology and we choose to use it, it has a psychological effect on us, whether we like it or not. Like, using the technology we create changes us in some respect, or has an effect on us. And sometimes that's just taken for granted and not thought about. If you think about it, you realise that you know, caveman, which is primarily what our hardware is, right? Our bodies, our minds, we're still sort of the caveman, so to speak, because evolution doesn't happen at a pace that keeps up with technology. So when we create cities and phones and stuff, we're creating tech and things that give us information when we're still the caveman. So it can have all sorts of effects on us. Is kind of the point. Those effects can be positive, they can be negative as well. It changes us though. Like if you were to go back and live in society 100 years ago, right, and start talking to someone about what you read on Reddit, like it doesn't make any sense to them. Like people will be significantly different based on what generation they're in. Cat says, X, did you still not get my donation? That's the noise in your ear earlier. No, it hasn't. It's not on my message thing on the screen. There's nothing there yet. Hopefully it'll pop up soon. Dragonstar says, my phone is 3 years old and the battery can barely last for a 15-minute phone call. Wow, that's bad. That is not good. I brought a phone that deliberately has a large battery and it can go like 5 days with you using it. It's pretty awesome. What do you think about people who don't believe in evolution on the grounds of religion, says Ninja Pinecone. I mean, everyone's welcome to their own opinion. Obviously, I wouldn't really agree with them so much, but it just depends on what you've been exposed to in your life. Everyone's got their own narrative, their own worldview, and... now that bit might be problematic. Oh, we need an auto-sieve! Oh, I crafted the wrong thing, Derp. Yeah, I mean, like, everyone... There's a message here that's interesting. Yati2003 says, all my friends at school are actually playing on their phones on breaks. I hate this. It's so awkward and weird. I can understand how you feel there, because yeah, like everyone's just staring at a screen all the time. I feel that way, like when I don't know, you're socialising or whatever and everyone's looking at a phone. It's just like, everyone's doing their own little thing on their phone, are they? But yeah, going back to the religion thing, like everyone's got their own worldview and their own opinion, and a lot of it's based on like what you're exposed to. Over here in the UK, you get taught evolution in school, and so you get taught it, and then you learn to assimilate lots of information that sort of supports your view that is how things work. Let's go to Civ. Aha! Auto Civ, auto heavy Civ, cool. Mana Civ, jeez. Right, let's make one of those, which requires some of that. Hi, I clicked on you. There we go. So 2 of them. Luckily we produced lots of steel. And there we go. Didn't use the one in my inventory. We already had one. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Right, so... we just need to configure the conduits. Insert. Then we have extract. Insert. Extract. And insert. And then over here we're going to have an importer. So is that an exporter? Yes. Yes it is. I've got a feeling it might not go directly into this thing, but let's try and export some endstone. Wow, we got 6k endstone now. That's crazy. Okay, so we'll put that in there. Right, it needs juice. Of course it needs juice. Jeez, let's get some energy conduits. Zen Gene Poe says the background music is lovely. The background music is Lord Leviticus. We're listening to the Mead Hearth, is it? The heath? The hearth? Rename the guy Rendog, says Game Watcher. We probably should do that. We got loads of little civers here that we could rename. Okay, so energy be here. Oh, you're an enhanced energy. Okay. How do I get some enhanced energy then? Can I not connect those two together with a Yeta wrench? Maybe we can try that if we don't have any more. Right, so the enhanced one uses those things. We just made a load of those, so let's grab that. I also want to find out if these two will connect together. Let's do that quickly. So if I put that there and then click that. Ooh. Do I hold down shift and use my mouse wheel? Interesting. No, I don't think it does. Okay. Azaka says, I was at a concert tonight and I made it a point to not pull out my phone, partly to be available to mingle with people, but mostly because it is always seems to take away from the experience, for each their own. Yeah, each their own. Some people love it. Like, one of the things that gets me is at a concert when everyone pulls out their phone. Now, whenever I go to a concert, I always film like one song. Like, that's my thing. I want to be able to have a song on my phone and then look back at it later. But I've been at some concerts where I'm down the front and like the singer or whatever will come down to the front of the stage and everyone like lunges forwards and like you can get a bit caught up in the moment because they're just a person, right? This isn't like the greatest thing ever or anything, but you kind of get caught up in the moment. You're like, oh my god, they're there or whatever, and loads of people just stick their phone out and like start trying to film it, right? I'm like, well, you've seen pictures of this person before. You've seen videos of them playing live. Like, enjoy the experience. I'm thinking. Like, don't try and film it, like, because it's happening right now. But some people don't want that. No, they want to film it. They want to be able to look back at it. So it's always each their own, but I definitely sympathise with those of you that feel like the use of phones is a little bit odd sometimes or over the top. Okay, so we are now making crushed endstone, but it's not going through. Oops. Well, let's break that and replace it. Oh, and it broke the other one. So we want you on extract always active and this one on insert. Is that not what I did? See, I've done this before. You can take these items. Maybe it doesn't go into a hammer. Oh, I'm in firewater. Jeez, I'm on fire. Quick, firewater. Put me out. Put me out of fire. This isn't working. If you time it right... Oh, whatever, let's just burn. Aunt Baby says, filming is better than chucking a bottle of urine. I'm not suggesting that people who don't film therefore need to chuck bottles of urine, no. But that is something that happens at festivals. And it is disgusting. Let's go to that then. Oh, okay, so... The next step was to craft it into compressed ender gravel. So we didn't need this bit here. Jeez, man, this burning is starting to do my head in. Hi, what? Food. Come on now. So if I put a conduit here. Right, okay, well that's a bit of a waste of space, but whatever. Okay, so let's set up a recipe. We have that, and we want it to go to the external. Let's apply. Yep, so it compresses it. Right, and now this thing is sieving. There we go. So that should make us draconium. Sieves don't work with item conduits, says Anonymous. Anonymous fart. Sieves don't work with item conduits. Well, they do, because this one's doing it. That being said, where did the items go? Did it not get anything? Is there only a very low % chance? Also, I want to enchant that, don't I? I'm going to go enchant that quickly. Level 30, get some lapis. Okay, so lapis. Levels. That'll be the next thing. What are we going to get? Fortune 3. That's pretty good. And efficiency 4, that's epic. That's really, really good. Okay, so we go slap this thing in here. That should go in that slot. So now it runs a little faster, that's good. X, why not Hermitcraft? Question, says N Vicky. I'm not sure what you're asking there, because Hermitcraft has finished this season anyway. Right, I'm going to have some more honey and lemon. Torma says, please say happy birthday to Torma. Happy birthday, Torma. I hope you have a nice birthday today. Epic K9 says, heard my name, what is happening? When did I say Epic K9? By the way, I've had no notifications in my ear for 20 minutes. The thing might have stopped working or something odd. Change that little guy who's in your sieve. Click it using a name tag with your name, says Bow the Farmer. I know all about that. I know all about that. Believe me. So that thing can now do a lot better, basically. Is the deal. This thing can go faster as well. So I think I know what we want to do now. We want to get a dropper. In fact, I think I just want to make this system a lot faster. So let's get our hat on here. Let's use our noggin. We're going to make... Oh, that wasn't what I thought I clicked on. Going to make another 2 of these. And then we're... Hi. Didn't I just make 2 hammers? Oh no, I double clicked on it. It doesn't stack. Okay, 2 more of those, and then we need the auto heavy sieve, which means we need some more. No. Ugh. What am I clicking on? There it is. Okay, and then one of those. I want to get a dropper as well. Add hammers, says GRK. That's kind of what I'm doing next. Why does it say drop twice? Don't know how many of those we'll need, but they'll help. Okay, so we're gonna change up the design. Epic K9 says, I typically go by Epic because it shortens things, so people say Epic, and I think I'm being talked to. Then my hopes of communication are destroyed by the misunderstanding. Oh, that's hilarious. El Derpster says, Assumer, my birthday is tomorrow. Can you wish me a early happy birthday? I do wish you an early happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. Yati says, what do you think about what's going on in Syria, basically? Do I want to talk about that? I mean, I don't really care much for having an opinion on who should do this, what's going on with those people, this, that and the other. I just wish the whole thing would stop, man. It's like awful for the people who are living there. Yeah, it's pretty awful, isn't it? Where's the other thing I'm looking for? Exporter, that's the one. I knew we needed something. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do is export 2 things over here. Right, we're basically going to rebuild this, so let's scram that. One of them is going to require some auto-craft. Hang on, how do I want to auto-craft the hammers? Oh, we just use... we've got to use a detector. Yep, we've got to use a auto-crafter. Sorry, a crafter. Oh. These 2 bars confuse me all the time. So we need that, and I think that's it actually. I think you just need the 2 of them. Then you need a pattern for the hammer. Oh, I thought that ender chest was next to the pattern grid. Anyway. So we've got to type in hammer. Right, I think that's everything. I think we can make this thing with that. So we're gonna put that there, this above it. We shall put a thing. Actually, what I'm going to do is put another cable here as well. Okay, so, right. That's going to go into there. We're going to trigger those. And we're going to say... Oh, we need a hammer. We need a hammer to sell it. What's up? When will new Hermitcraft start, says Raider? 13th of April. Okay, so we need a hammer to tell it what to do. Braxy says, I can't play modded because I play on Xbox 360. Unfortunately, modded will probably never come to the consoles. So if we have, let's say, we keep 3 in the system in reserve. If there is less than 3, it will trigger the auto crafting. Which in theory, it might have done already. I don't know. Did it do that? Yes, because it's made 3 of them. Excellent. Okay, so then what we want to do is... How do I want to arrange this? Let's get a dropper here and here. Let's put these exporters underneath them. Okay, so this one is going to export hammers. Excellent. This one is going to export endstone. And do you know what? This thing can probably work with just 1. Make it when it needs it. Oh, I didn't get set on fire that time. What's going on? Nicholas Oli says, when will the special Hermitcraft episode come out on YouTube today? It's not a special, it's just the last episode. It'll come out at 3:30, the usual time that I post at now. Right, so... Okay, now we need 2... Actually, do we need 2 channels? I don't think we do. I think we can share a channel here. Okay, I kind of don't want that there. So what we're going to do is put in 4 auto hammers here. Okay, and that one wasn't part of the stack. For whatever reason. So these are going to be on extract, always active, and then insert. El Terpster says, I wish I could send you an invite as soon, but I don't know your address. Also 2,000 miles away from me, sad face. Oh, that's adorable, man. He is using droppers in modded Minecraft. Facepalm, says Mark. Mark, what would you use here then? I like this one because it's a small little container where you can stockpile a few items, and it looks cool. Anyway, so right, they're filling up with endstone. We should probably put round robin on, although we use speed upgrades to compensate that. But we'll do round robin on both, so it will try to evenly distribute. Right, they've now got triple hammer threat action going on. Look at that. Stay away, this is going to cause some damage. Right, then we want to send them to the crafter, and then into one of possibly 2 sieves. So the crafter can go to separate all of this. Let's put it here. Okay, then the juice can come through the side. All of this for Draconic dust, people. How much work do we have to do? Seriously. Okay, that one's going. There we go, they're all getting juice. Nice. Okay, so now they will all sieve relatively fast. This thing will be... It's still got the same recipe. Right, but does it have an input actually? Ah, okay. Ah, here's where we need to use another channel. So now what we're going to go is to in and out, and on the extract we're going to set it to brown and always active. So in, out, brown, always active. Just like that. Get into a nice clicking rhythm here. This one we want to insert on the brown channel, and we'll take out that endstone. There you go. So that's all hooked up. Draconic evolution is OP. Mod, it's worth it, says J2DS. That is precisely why we're trying to do it. Why WW12345 says Sky Factory is fun to watch but not to play. I imagine for some people it's the other way around, but I'm glad you enjoy watching it because, hey, I'm playing it. That's good. We need people to watch. Oh. Right. So what happens next is I could do another conduit thing here. I could actually just put the sieves. I think I'm gonna use the same conduit network, right? So what we're gonna do is put our heavy sieve here and our other one there, which made some draconium and some ender pearl powder. Okay, let's put the mesh in there. So we're gonna use this thing can do in and out as well, can't it? So let's do an in out. So its extract channel will now be blue and it will always be active. So we'll set these to insert on blue. We can also use this to extract as well. Except, what's it doing? Oh no, it's going. Compressed ender gravel. No power. No power. That took me a second, man. That took me a second. Jeez. That was obvious. That was an obvious one. Liam says, do you have a conduit probe? It lets you copy all the settings in the node. I do, but I generally use it when we have a lot of things to do. There is only a few there, and some of them are different from other ones. Let's go to make an iron mesh. Sweet, and sweet. Let's go do this thing as well. We'll try and get the same sort of efficiency going. At least we got efficiency there, not the fortune, but that'll do. It'll go nice and fast. Which means you want to prioritise this one getting the stuff before the other one, but we don't want to worry about that. It kind of looks like it was keeping up, to be fair. Hang on, let's not use this one actually. Although it's not receiving any items, is it? Which it would receive if it had the mesh or not. So maybe it puts them in this one first. So if ever this makes enough, it will go onto that one by the looks of it, because we're not using round robin. All right, so there we go. We've made a little setup. Question is, can it do more? We could always add extra, because we're using one line of conduits. We could always add extra things here quite easily. It's looking good. Well, there you go. So now we're farming. Well, no, we're not. We've got to do one more step, which is now... Right, we need another dropper, and we need to import. In fact, I'm going to run the power into this somewhere else now because of that. Let's run the power in on this side and put another dropper here. I didn't realise that many people from Lithuania were watching your streams. I mean, wow, says Take Shiko. I mean, people from all over the globe watch. It's quite incredible. We have a map where you can like write down where you're from as well, which is always fascinating to look at. Yeah, for you people that keep spamming the same question over and over again, please don't. I'm not gonna answer it. Let's go put an importer on the bottom. And we need to tell it what it's importing. Actually, no, we don't. It just needs to import whatever is in there. Yeah, this is nice and easy now. Okay, fire! City fire, where's the water? Come on. This will put me out! No, it didn't. It should have, though. Hey, the water's over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so... Now what we've got to do is use the channels. So we want this one to insert on channel purple. And here we're going to go to in out and then purple always active. In out, purple, always active. And that means that the draconium will end up in there and it will get imported back into the system. One thing we might want to do is put a stack upgrade or a speed upgrade in there. We can craft one of those. Let's do that. Bam, there we go. Aha, we got a donation here, noise in the ear from I Love Cats, which was probably sent about 30 minutes ago. Jeez. Saying, hey X, first, I guess you didn't see what I wrote, my last donation. I literally just addressed that a moment ago, I Love Cats. As always, appreciate the support and the donation, but I'm not going to answer that. Let's go and put a thing. What did I come over here to do? Jeez, put an upgrade in, that was it. I get a bit loud sometimes, don't I? Okay, so we're going to... No! That's not what we want to do. I want to put it in that slot. There we go. Okay, so now all the items get zapped out of there. That thing is surprisingly not as full as I thought it would be. I guess I can put in the other stack. So maybe a speed upgrade on that one, but it doesn't look like it's going to run out. Alright, that's excellent. The Electro Hawk says, holy cow, so many Dutch people, including me, watch your stream / channel. Yeah, man, the Dutch, we have this theory, apparently, that the Dutch are really well educated in English, and therefore they have a much stronger presence online, considering, like, I think the amount of people from England that watch my videos per population, right, is smaller than the Netherlands. The Netherlands is massive. Like, the Netherlands is like the 3rd or 4th country on my list of people that watch my videos, yet population wise it's like one of the smaller ones, and some people have told me it's because they have a very good like English education system for the language, so lots of people learn it young, and then they come out and they come on the YouTubes and the internet and they hang out there speaking the English better than we can. And now lots of people are saying I'm Dutch. Oh. Woodos has resubscribed for 14 months in a row. Thank you for the resubscription, buddy. I appreciate that very much. I Love Cat says, what's your first country that watches you? America, of course. It's always going to be America. Right, let's chuck all these things back in here then, because we're kind of done with that. So, we are now an hour and 15 minutes into our stream, and we have successfully, finally, at last, managed to get some Draconium. To be fair, though, the first thing that we did helped us do this thing, so, you know, no complaints, really. We're getting Draconium dust. It's rolling into the system. 295, probably not enough for what we need. And let's go over here. Oh, that's interesting. Why did we run out of juice? What's this thing doing? Wasn't it producing like an insane amount of... Right, it's doing 4,000... Okay, it does 4,000 RF per tick. Can I get this thing to do more? What if I change the rod at the top? I don't know. I don't know how to use the extreme reactors. Maybe we should make a bigger one. In fact, if we've got to remove this, we should definitely make a bigger one, you know? It makes too much sense to make a bigger one. Do we have a painting machine around here? I feel like I should have a painting machine on hand. Nope, no painting machine. I Love Cat says you can build a bigger one. Yes, that's what we'll probably do. Elderpster says, Asumi, you're doing well. Your content is so widespread. You're spreading like wildfire. Thank you, my man. I think you'll find, though, on the internet that communities are generally quite broad and from all different parts. Painting machine. Can we make one? Yes, we can. That's great. Where are we going to put it? Somewhere with power. There isn't actually like a power source on hand here. Maybe we should make that happen. What's below this? Can we put one down here? There isn't a cable nearby. See, I could put it over here. That's kind of cheeky. Could put it on the end there. Little lone machine by itself. Okay, we'll get a conduit for that. I don't know what type we're using over there as well. If you surround, have only diamond blocks in the centre and yellorium controls rods, it will almost double the output of the reactor, says Marshmallow Sigma. Unfortunately, I don't know what on earth you mean by that, because I don't really know how we made those reactors. They just kind of happened. Right, we've got a painting machine now. I want to paint this thing with glowstone, so it emits some light when it's there in the middle. How does this work again? You got to have. I think that's how it works, and I think I did this before and it works. Okay, let's give it a try. Where did the carpet go? Oh, there it is. Oh no, it doesn't work. I thought that worked. Damn it. Maybe we can paint the carpet? Let's get another one. Maybe painting that will work. Okay, let's give it a try. Put the elevator back. 2 reminder there from Isle of Cats. Appreciate that, man. Oh, I walked in the wrong direction. Let's have a sip of honey and lemon. Ooh, that looks like it might work. Yar! Except now it's got like a big hitbox. Oh no! That's pants! That's absolutely pants. Whatever. It makes a full hitbox. Oh well. What if light came through the block and I wasn't aware of that? There's torches right there. It doesn't go through the block, does it? And there's a cable below it. And there's torches below it. Delicious. By the way, 750 people watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you coming by. Be sure to hit the follow button if you haven't done so already. I stream here every other day. Cool, that thing's doing great. Right, now let's focus on Draconium. This next bit should be relatively easy, I believe. Yes, we want some patterns. These ones have been used. We'll reset them. Okay, and... oh, I can't actually make... well, first order of business is to make a pattern for patterns. Right, invalid pattern. What's this one? Is that the pattern? That's the pattern for the patterns. That's supposed to be in here. Okay, so now when we type pattern, we should be able to make more. Excellent, let's craft 10. Sweet, let's get up Draconic Evolution then. Programmer 8888888 says, could you show us around your island for the first time? This is my first time watching. Well, welcome to the stream, man. I am primarily a YouTuber. I also do streaming as well. So this world that we're playing in, though, is my streaming world. Right, and we're gonna do some auto crafting stuff. I'll tell you what, we'll do the little tour thing in a second. Let's see. How do we make that? Ah, we have to smelt it. I kind of need to do that manually. Okay, we'll do that to begin with. Do you know what? I can get it to do it automatically, but it would just use every little bit. Let's click on the uses again. Right, so you use it to craft every, not every other thing, but some other stuff. So I could automate this a little bit and tell it to do that, which I think I will for a while. I'll get it to just do this automatically for a bit. So now it's going to do loads of that. Excellent. Right, so the deal is we started off the world down the bottom. We had a whole bunch of islands at bedrock, or where there isn't bedrock, bottom of the world. And that wasn't very good because slimes were spawning everywhere and the layout was pretty poor. It was the first time playing this mod pack. Didn't know what I was doing. We still got like one old system down here. In fact, this is... oh, this is what we were looking at earlier. A way to make soul sand. And we've actually got a farm here pumping out soul sand. As well as other things. We'll take these all back up because it's not been hooked up. So this is like the remnants, the last remnants of the old base. We tore it all down. Over there we have a passive mob farm that is currently slightly wrecked. Is this thing on? Yep. So if I go there, it should push me. Yep. Alright. We need to put some dirt on there. So yeah, this is our passive mob farm. Over here we have a hostile mob farm, and we've been using it to level up a sword, which is now... how many modifiers? 3 more. I don't know how long I want to leave it for there, really. Like, it feels like I might as well just leave it until it's gone all the way up at this point. I mean, it's not causing any problems or any harm, so why not? Yikes. So all that stuff going there. Right, so then we have our secondary platform, and I decided to make this like one level here, one level below like a basement. So there's bits and bobs down here, like a grid power farm. There is, yeah, loot bag crafting, and this is from, what's it called, mystical agriculture. Oh, is that thing not working? Yeah, those broke. Loot bag opener, so that all gets automatically opened. We've got some storage down here, which is hooked up to refined storage. Then we have some other little systems that I think these ones are inactive at the moment. But it's all very disorganized, and this is my world for learning. The series I do on YouTube is much more organized. So over here we've got a chicken area, which we recently developed into a room, rather than it just being like a platform, because everything was like open platforms and kind of looked ugly. So we started building up the area around it. We got a crafting area. Just stuff everywhere. Reactor, quantum quarry, a botany area that we started to build up a little bit, and a few platforms for other things as well. That's kind of it, really. That's kind of it. Alucat says this looks amazing, by the way. Really? Are you joking? I think this place is a bit janky. It's a world for learning. Could definitely make it look a lot nicer, especially if I'd have if I start again today, you know, in a few months it would look a lot better, because thing with playing a world like this is you never know what you're going to need, but once you know all the mods, you learn how to lay them out better and make better use of them. So anyway, right, back to the Draconic stuff. We're going to make... oh, hang on. So Wyvern is the, I think, first level. The Draconic is, yep, the second level. Okay, so we kind of need like patterns for all the armor pieces first of all. There is also 2 sets of each of these, but I realise that's because they take RF power. Okay, so we need all of those. El Derpster says, Assumer, that's a paradox, a pattern for a pattern. That is actually not a paradox. A paradox is like 2 things that cancel each other out simultaneously. Like if I said, this statement... wait, how would I say it? This statement is a lie, I think would be a paradox. Or this statement is not true. Yeah, if you say this statement is not true, therefore the statement becomes false, meaning that the 2 falses cancel each other out and become true. That, I believe, is a paradox. I don't know. Let's get all the tools ready as well. We're gonna need a lot of patterns, man. Look, we got another 10 there. So we've got the axe, the bow. Ah, that just uses a regular bow. We'll just put a pattern in for that. Sword, and the shovel. Okay, so all of those things have been done. Excellent. Now they use ingots and they use these things. Let's do the top one. Start off with that. So we need 1 of those. And then the recipe for that means we've done that thing. Then the bottom one requires... I believe we've already got one for redstone and we just did that. So just the bottom one. And then we've got all the components, I believe, that make up all of this stuff. Yeah, that sounds right. The way we get them into our crafters is through here, actually. And there was... nope, they don't go in there. And I'm glad that they didn't get put in, because they'd be a pain to take out. In fact, they can't go in, I think. Andriel Opera says... or if Pinocchio says his nose will grow, will that happen? If he lies, his nose will grow. But then he lies wouldn't be a lie. Yeah. Yeah, you got a point. ForceMaster89 says the base tier of armor with Urin is pretty easy to craft. The interesting bit is when you have to start doing the fusion crafting from the fusion crafting injectors. Yeah, ForceMaster, that's the bit I'm looking forward to as well. But we need to automate wither farming, which we'll probably do in the next episode or stream. But for now, we do have a few nether stars, so we can craft 1 or 2 bits. We need to go back into the pattern machine and now make the patterns for these parts. Just one by one do all of these. Right, there we go, little lag spike. So that's all of the armour done. bow. I think I might have made a mistake with some of these. Like, look at the icon, it's got no power. So what if I click on that one? Ah, it still says no power. Never mind. Okay, and that's everything. Sweet. Let's put that into this chest. And that'll distribute it. And now we can look in here and we can see all the... what is it called? There you go. All of that stuff. So let's start off, let's say, with the helmet. Let's just make one of those because I know we've got the Nether Star. So we've got everything else that we need to make it. It does all the crafting. And then we've got that. Oh, hey, look at me. Look at my fancy new helmet. Hi. How you? Oh, wow. That looks amazing on me. How you doing? Hey, guess what? We can fight some more. Oh, my juice is gone. This thing is sucking all the juice away, man. It's taking all the RF. How is it? I mean, I know there's a wireless charger here. It's just zapping everything from the connection before it goes to the refined storage in front of it. Right, so this power's going to turn off refined storage by the looks of it. Now it should come back on. That's nuts. That's nuts. My armor turned off refined storage. Okay, so let's go get our super sword from down below and let's fight some more withers. Oh, I fell. I must have clipped the edge. Yoink. Okay, so what can we upgrade on this? Maybe looting would be a good idea. Forcemaster says once you automate wither farming, you can take advantage of the Nether Star generator, which I'm sure you knew. Fusion crafting takes a ridiculous amount of power, like 2 billion RF. Yeah, we're going to have to make a bigger extreme reactor as well. There's a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so... do I want to put any upgrades on here? We've got sharpestest. We've got beheading. Redstone would speed up the strike speed, but I'm not bothered by that. So we got 3 more at the moment. I could put looting on. What do you guys think? Looting? I think I'll leave it for now and let you guys tell me what you think we should put on there. Maybe we'll do it when we get back. Okay, so soul sand is next. Ollie says X is a configuration in GUI for the Draconic armor. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've been learning about the Draconium stuff recently. The first thing I learned though, like they were showing stuff in the mod that wasn't in the mod, like this chest that did all this crazy, I don't know, whatever it was, smelting and all of that. And then I went to make it and it wasn't in the mod. Is that vintage beef? No, it's not. Overkill. Hello, achievement get. It's not doing a lot more damage than my pick. It's doing like 20 and my pick does 10. So attack damage 10, but makes sense. Attack damage 21.2. Need something to amplify the amount of damage being done here. World Traveller Assumer says El Derpstar. I don't think that's in this pack. I think that's in Fullcraft. Who are you? You're a chicken! Chicken wither! Are necrotic bones still a thing in Tinker? If yes, put them on the sword. That'll give it lifesteal, which I don't think I really need. Demon Paper Cleaver says, hack and slash, hack and slash, hack and slash. It wants me to kill, wants me to kill. Does beheading though, says Emma5. Yeah, I might want to put some beheading on this so it can help us get wither skulls. Although to be fair, we don't need beheading because we get it from our farm. So maybe it's not necessary. Anyway, I don't think I will put them on today. We'll think about it. Okay, there you go. You're dead. We just need to do... I don't think we even need to do one more. But we will do one more. Ah, it's EFO! Got an EFO with her. Ziharis says, Assumer, why don't you make Supremium Sword from Mystical Agriculture, the red sword? It's on the list. It's on the list of things to do. Dual wield, says Ed Network. Yeah, but you can't strike with 2 swords at once, can you? Can you put haste on a sword, Assumer? Yeah, you can put redstone on it and make it strike faster, I believe. Haste would help it a little bit. We've got a donation here from I Love Cats, saying, wait, X, what did you answer in my last donation? Leah's message or my tweet? I really want to see apples because they're absolutely amazing in my opinion. Plus it's rare when I get to show you bands. If you have seen my tweet, what's your opinion? I didn't find your tweet, man. Either send it again or just send me a message on Discord, buddy. And then I'll check out. Is it a band? I thought apples were just like a picture of apples or something. Thank you for your donation, man. As always, appreciate the support. Also, Nymphiades has subscribed to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. Okay, let's go in here, put the Nether Stars in, chuck all that stuff away, and let's craft up the rest of that armour. So it's called that stuff. Right, there's the leggings. Where's the boots? Boots. Chestplate. Ladies and gentlemen, we made ourselves a full set of armour today. Oh, as soon as I put it into my inventory, it turned off. I kind of wanted to grab it all before that happened, but I guess we can't. So what is this like defensive thing worth? Like, how strong am I actually? Apparently, I got a feeling it's very strong. It's very overpowered. The Electrohawk says Hermitcraft end, didn't it? Or was that something else? No, Hermitcraft Season 4 has ended. Braxy says it's sad that Hermitcraft 4 has to stop. It is. This season, I think more than any, I've seen more people excited for 5 than for the end of 4. And I think that's because we did so much that it makes a lot of sense. Like, it was all contained in a close neighbourhood / area, and I think that for most people, myself included, just made it feel more complete. But yeah, Season 5 will be starting soon. Only a few days now until we close off the old world and all of that stuff. Right, so now I can pick out the other piece now, right? Yep, there it is. Sweet. I feel like we should make a armor stand and put this old armor on it, since it lasted us for so long. Ergon Alex says, I wish the Hermits had more time for the Season 4 to complete their last projects. Well, I mean, we had that time to complete projects, and we completed a lot of them. There's definitely stuff that never got done. Like my chicken game, that was never going to get finished. Like, it was weird because the concept originally seemed so simple, but in order to make it a bit more automated, it just started getting more and more complicated, and before you know it, I was kind of like drowning in problems with that game, so I gave up on it. Never my plan to start a project and not finish it, but yeah, that happens. Okay, yeah, this is definitely going to hang out over here. I like that. And look at us now! Don't we look amazing? I think we look awesome. There's a mod out there that lets you make your own armor, and you make it like this looks. You see, like, think chisel and bits. Look at all these little blocks, right? They're all just made out of small blocks. There is a mod out there that lets you create your own armor, and you design it high with like a block at a time. Kind of reminds me of that. I feel like I need to play the game like this now. Just march around in my glorious armor. You know what I mean? He looks like a mighty emperor, says Zen Jinpo. Exactly, mighty emperor. Mighty Emperor X here, commanding you to enjoy the stream. You must enjoy it. If you don't, I will be mad and angry. No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, are we ready to fight a Chaos Dragon now? Is that a thing that we can do? Also, what happened with this? Oh yeah, we're never producing enough. Maybe what we can do is get this thing running again. Or maybe not. Hi, this thing's got a bunch of juice in it, but it's pointless. So yes, are we ready to fight a Chaos Dragon? That's what I want to know. That's what I really want to know. Jekko Draco, if I listen to that record and feel like I want to make a post on it, I might, but no guarantees. Lobozo says, not really, the Chaos Dragons are really strong. Okay, do I need the next set of armor? The next one up. Here's the other thing, there's also the sword. It does 15 attack damage. It doesn't sound like a lot, does it? R1's better than that currently. You need the Draconic armor for the Chaos Dragon. Anything else is not sufficient, says Ollie. Alright, good to know. Thanks for that. But peeps, that's going to be it from me this stream. We did what we set out to do, which was create this set of armor, which is pretty cool. We're going to do a raid, and I do want to say massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered this stream. Appreciate you all coming by. We're going to do a raid, like I said, so I'm just going to check to see who is streaming right now. And I'm going to send you over to... I can never quite say his name. It's Luid Colo. Luid Colo. Doing a 24-hour live stream. I never understand how people stream for that long. But I'll send you over there. So enjoy the live stream. What's going on over there. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, peeps. Take care.